It started as a free box handed to smiling children at county fairs, a small red carton with a painted yellow emblem. But by the end of the week, names disappeared from school rolls, and the grin painted on the tent became a memory parents whispered about at night. This is the legend of the Red Clown. In the late 1890s, county fairs were the heartbeat of Midwestern towns. Farmers, families, and traveling entertainers converged for music, games, and curious tent shows. It was there, between the food stalls and livestock rows, that the Red Clown first pitched his tent. He wore a dark red suit and a grin too wide to be kind. No one remembered where he'd come from. He used no real name. Locals called him simply the Red Clown. Admission was free for children. Inside the tent, the air smelled like sweet bread and varnish. Children were given small red paper boxers with a yellow emblem each containing a bun, a slice of cold meat, a carved wooden toy, and a tiny card with a rule. Finish the food and come back tomorrow. The first signs were subtle. Children left the tent pale and oddly subdued, not laughing, but eerily obedient, like their volume had been turned down. Parents first blamed nerves. Then the pattern spread. Kids who had visited the tent began to skip school, wander together, and stop asking questions. Over weeks, towns noticed the same script. The Red Clown arrived, children were handed red boxers, and a handful of names would quietly vanish from registers. The phenomenon hopped from fair to fair, always leaving the same objects, identical unused boxers piled in the clown's wagon. Rumors spread. Was it an infectious game? Mass hysteria a darker cause? Asphyxia grew a few fathers, and a sheriff decided to search the clown's wagon. They expected food, toys, maybe cash. Instead, they found something else. Neat stacks of unused red boxers, crates of red paint, yellow cloth, jars of varnish, and paper with smudged ink. No food, no toys, no money. One card was photographed and placed in a county evidence file. The text was smudged and mostly unreadable except for one chilling line captured in the photograph. Come back tomorrow. No signature, no address, just an echo. After the wagon search, the Red Clown disappeared as suddenly as he had appeared. Tent gone, wagon tracks empty. Some believed he moved on. Others said he was chased out by angry townspeople. The disappearances tapered off, but the memory hardened into rumor and into fear. Years later, storytellers and local papers turned the tale into legend. Some later accounts, whether coincidence or invention, note that a Chicago advertising firm bought an old fairground and used red boxers and a cheerful grin to sell a new kind of family meal. The legend says they borrowed only the colors and the smile, not the story. Historians caution. These are rumors about rumors. But the echo is uncanny. A red box and a smiling mascot had once meant something else entirely. What explains the Red Clown legend? A few possibilities. A mass psychology phenomena, a clever con artist who exploited children's trust, a moral tale about the dangers of free handouts, or a cautionary allegory about commercialization. Some folklorists read it as an origin myth for modern consumer culture, a warning stitched into the county fair. Legends like the Red Clown stay with us because they contain more than facts. They carry fears, lessons, and the colors of memory. Whether you see it as a true unsolved mystery or a moral fable about buying into easy pleasures, the story asks a simple question. What would you do if a stranger offered a free box and the only rule was to come back tomorrow? Tell us what you think, myth or warning. Comment your theory. Subscribe for more forgotten legends.